you are at last. Now, the news said you got into a huge fight with those, what are they called? The warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Now, let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. Do you think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates?
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Stop! Every time you and she get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course. I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the question to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Full Wish. But regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need. To be honest, it wasn't until the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago that I first learned her name. As the Dean, I should have met up with her more often and tried harder to soothe the wounds it left on her. But I just couldn't. Need all the details. The whole serving as a model example thing. I don't want to tarnish it completely. I knew it was a selfish thought, but I just couldn't help it. Back then, whenever I heard her name, I thought to myself, if someone was able to survive the incident, then why couldn't it have been my daughter? 15 years ago, I received a commission to paint a massive portrait for an elixir seeker chief on the planet of Goliath Shepherd. They said he had an elixir that could cure countless diseases. By the time I came back, everything had changed. There had been a terrible accident on campus, and my daughter... Even though I knew my presence here wouldn't have changed anything, because of that incident, I made a promise to never leave this world again during the Phantom Moon Games. That's why I immediately flew here when I heard about the full Phantom Moon. But once again, I was too late. And the supplicant called Sparksy had turned the campus upside down.
It's all right. You can leave the crisis solving to the Nameless.
You're right about that. Yet oddly, once Sparksy stirred up all that chaos, applications to the school soared to an all-time high. Times we live in are increasingly beyond my comprehension. You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around the Imagenesis classroom, right?
Oh my goodness, I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit. I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. You and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to? Foolish? The poor child who survived the Herald of Death. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl, though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels. She had good grades and a good heart. And becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over CFL TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Ms. Dolly, for your intel.
From the math teacher that the gym teacher is sick again.
The new Herald of Death, he's not coming here.
What are you? I heard he murdered.
I...
If we help the
yours.
Ugh, the atmosphere in this archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Fullwish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Is this... did they really... Is this... did they really... There are so many press releases here. The school for 3 consecutive years. First place was always Fullwish. The IPC is formal caution regarding a student's non-compliant hairstyle. Disciplinary action concerning a student.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Cognitive Science Research. Miss Dolly mentioned that Foolish went beyond the sky to study at.
Well, did you find anything? Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation Star Zone. Ah, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild. Strange. The name of the school is encrypted. I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC. Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Foolish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident. I know the guys from the Strategic Investment Department have been nice to us, but whenever something bad goes down in the cosmos, the first thing everyone thinks is the IPC did it, right? Himeko, do you think Pearl might be planning something nasty for this Phantom Moon Games too?
As a member of the IPC, Pearl clearly won't reveal everything she knows to us. However, I'm inclined to believe she bears us no ill will. After all, the crisis Foolish might be plotting would completely overturn the IPC's order here, and that would serve her no benefit. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery? If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
Contact Foolish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I don't know. had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues, so I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind. Fullwish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip. They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them. Foolish, she was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle. I could feel the passion in her eyes and an unspeakable sense of loneliness. If she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Foolish is walking a dangerous path right now. And the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
Me too.
Thank you, you two. And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation. By the way, before we leave the school, there's one more place I'd like to visit. Before I meet Fullwish, I want to say goodbye to that memory from 15 years ago.
You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
We have all the clues we need, and the culprit is me.
Well, this is the last murder mystery game I play with you.
Ugh.